Michael Edward Rowe. Okay. Mark for a possible FTA. Darian Perez. Darian Elisa.
Present, Judge.
Good morning, Ms. Perez. Thank you for being here. Is your attorney Lee Cutter?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. We'll go ahead and wait for her. Appreciate you being here. Eric Castillo. Eric Luis Castillo. Good morning to our counsel. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Please. Thank you, sir. Jose Nino. Jose Luis Nino. Jose Luis Nino. Marcus failure to appear. There, okay, I've already called Darian. Dylan Davis. Dylan Davis.
Present, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Davis. Is
Good
your
morning.
attorney, sir, thank you. Is your
Good morning,
attorney
Your Honor.
Tilden Schaefer?
Good morning, Your Honor. This is Tilden Schaefer.
Good morning, sir. Thank you very much for being here. Okay,
Yes,
I have
ma'am.
both of you checked in. Lauren Sanchez. Lauren Michelle Sanchez.
Good morning, Judge. I'm here.
Where is
Good
she?
Judge, I'm here.
Okay, very good. Good morning, Ms. Sanchez. Thank you for being here. Good morning, Mr. Chafes. After the docket, sir. Matthew Metzler. Matthew Robert Metzler. Metzler. Marcus failure to appear. Possible. Armando Rodriguez. Armando Rodriguez. Marcus failure to appear. Possible. Richard Diaz. Richard Anthony Diaz.
Morning, Judge. This is Tim Roundtree. This is a PTC setting. I'm here for Mr. Diaz, and I have a trial date already.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. Be right with you. Philip Villanueva. Philip David Villanueva. Mark as possible failure to appear. Edward Rangel. Edward Jonathan Rangel. Mark as possible failure to appear. Counts Ramirez. Cobetan or Cobetan Counts Ramirez. Oh, good morning. Okay. His signature at least, and then his signature at least a notice to the, sir, or at least a notice to the previous attorney would be good. Thank you. Service. Jakarta Jackson. Jakarta Michelle Jackson.
Council is present, Your Honor. This is a PTC, so she's not present.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. And you are Warren Gary.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Okay, very good. Thank you for being here, sir. Appreciate it. Is there anyone in the courtroom that has not heard their name? That I have not called. Is there anyone on Zoom that I have not called their name or I have not recognized? Anyone on Zoom?
Your Honor, I apologize. I couldn't get unmuted when you were speaking to Ms. Perez, but Andrea Cifuentes here for Attorney Lee Cutter for Darian Perez.
Oh, okay. Let me see here. Okay, Counsel, I've got you checked in. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
I wasn't called.
Okay, Mr. Olson?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Mr. Olson, who is your attorney?
Amarado.
Did you say Amarado?
It's yes. I probably said it wrong.
Oh, that's okay. Do you have a first name or?
Rolando.
All righty. Mr. Olson, thank you for being here. We'll go ahead and wait for your attorney. Anyone else
Yes,
on
ma'am.
Zoom that has not heard their name, I have not called, or I have not recognized? Oh. Mr. Olson, does Raimundo Alaman sound about right?
Yeah, that's it.
That's it? Okay, thank
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
That's your attorney. All righty.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm. Okay. Okay, one last time, is there anyone on Zoom that I have not called their name or have not recognized, that has not heard their name?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Ivan Barrera here. I have two clients that are set for a pretrial conference. Number 10 on the docket and
Yes,
number
sir.
16 on the docket.
And number what?
16, Your Honor.
Okay. Number 16?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Counsel, can you provide notice to counsel? That's why it's so important to provide that notice. Okay. All right. Okay, hang on 2 seconds. All righty. No one else? All righty. Okay, that concludes the calling of the docket. Now I will go ahead. Who's my conferring ADA?
Judge, this is ADA Han. I'll be conferring.
Alrighty, attorneys that need to go ahead and confer with the ADA. Any attorneys needing to confer with the ADA? Attorneys, you cannot leave without conferring with the ADA. If you already have conferred with the ADA and you're all set to go, not a problem. We'll go ahead and rock and roll, but you must confer with the ADA while you're here. Have conferred. Okay. Alrighty. we're not. All right, now I'll be glad to take up individual matters. Sir,
That's already from the previous attorney.
okay, what is this?
His signature.
Okay, could you print his name so that we will know that? Yes, okay, and a date would be good. All right. Attorney Beretta, I have a motion to substitute counsel for a Kobe Tan Counts Ramirez, number 16 on the docket.
Yes, Your Honor. I spoke to Mr. Kobe yesterday. He did advise me that he had retained counsel. I just wanted to show up just in case.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Can take that to the back and we'll make sure that we need the original. You need to confer with the ADA? Okay, very good. All right. Make a copy for yourself. All righty. Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I represent Jakara Jackson. She's last on the docket.
Thank you.
6312.
Yes, sir.
I spoke with yesterday.
Oh, hang on 2 seconds, sir.
I spoke with the ADA yesterday. We've come to an agreement on a conditional dismissal for Ms. Jakara Jackson on the condition that she takes a 4-hour anger management class.
Let's get on record. On cause number 686-312, state if you'll go ahead and pull that case up. Court is going to call cause number 686-312, State of Texas versus Jakara Michelle Jackson. Attorneys and attorneys only, please approach and identify who's before the court, starting with the state.
Victor Hernandez for the state.
Warren Gary for Ms. Jakara Jackson.
We're here for a pretrial conference hearing, and attorneys, you have conferred.
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right, so counsel, I understand that you're telling me that this matter is going to be disposed of by conditional dismissal. What are the conditions state?
As I understand, the conditions for dismissal will require the defendant to conduct a 4-hour anger management class. Run.
That is my understanding of the agreement, Your Honor.
Keeping this requirement in mind, counsel, how long, she must plea if she does not complete that 4 hours. So how long do we need to complete the condition? How long do we need?
Your Honor, I believe 3 weekends, 3 weeks would be sufficient. If Your
2
Honor would
weeks.
like less time, 2 weeks would be sufficient as well. My client has already picked a place to do her class. I have full confidence she'll be able to complete the class with most haste.
Okay, let's look at a calendar and give me a date, sir.
Your Honor, would you like 2 weeks or 3 weeks?
2.
2 weeks, yes, Your Honor. Let's see. Would November the 3rd or 4th, Your Honor, be? That's a Thursday and a Friday.
For November, sir?
Yeah, 4th of November, that works for me, Your Honor.
If she does not complete this condition by the 4th of November, on the 4th of November, she must present herself, be present in court, and plea.
Yes, Your Honor, I understand.
And the plea can be in person or Zoom, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All righty, my core coordinator is back there and she'll go ahead and get all the information that she needs in order to go ahead and get you reset, get your case setting for you and your client, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you may be excused from there. Thank you so
Thank
much
you,
for
Your
your
Honor.
time, sir.
You too. Thank you.
Your Honor, this is Tim Roundtree. May I approach?
Yes, absolutely. Go, hang on 2 seconds.
Yes, ma'am.
Let me call him back there and see. Yes, sir. Okay. Two seconds, sir. 2 seconds. Attorney Roundtree,
Yes, Judge. Good morning.
good morning, sir.
Your Honor, I have Mr. Richard Diaz for PTC. It's case number 684-897.
Thank you, sir. How are we going to dispose of this matter, sir?
We're going to set it for a trial.
Okay. State, do you have the case pulled up?
Yes, Your Honor.
Let us get on record. Court is going to call. Clause number 684-897, State of Texas versus Richard Anthony Diaz. Attorneys and attorneys only, please approach and identify who's before the court, starting with the state.
Victor Hernandez for the state.
Tim Roundtree for Mr. Diaz.
We're here for a pretrial conference hearing. State, please proceed on the 20th of October, 2022.
Sir, this case involves the San Antonio Police Department. As I understand, the state has conveyed a plea offer.
Counsel, do you acknowledge receipt of an offer conveyed to you in writing?
Yes, Judge.
How are we going to dispose of this matter?
We will set it for a trial on February 13 with trial announcement on February 9.
State?
State does not oppose, Your Honor.
Counsel, will your client need an interpreter?
No, Your Honor.
Regarding witnesses, will the defense rely on the state's file and police reports, file a motion for witness list, or have witnesses read on record at this time?
We will rely on the state's offense report.
State, do you reserve your right to supplement?
No, Your Honor.
All motions and pretrial requests will be in writing. If the court needs to arbitrate any of it, please, any motion, please go ahead and set that for a hearing on a Friday to include motions in limine. State, have you filed any motions or requests in this case?
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
No, Your Honor.
State, do you have any discovery concerns or issues?
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
No, Your Honor.
Have you received, defense, have you received your e-discovery
Yes.
and the information in this case?
I have not received the information, but I know that it's in the clerk's office.
And State, is there a 1622 associated with this this defendant? Article 1622.
One moment, Your Honor, I'll have to look into that.
I'm having some seriously technical difficulties. State, while you're checking, the court admonishes both parties to exercise due diligence to ensure that discovery does not impede the execution of this trial on the set date of 13th February 2023. Defense to exercise due diligence to notify defendant of the next court date, barring any motions that you may set for a hearing. The next court date for this defendant will be and trial announcement date called docket on 9 February 2023, and the defendant must be present. If the defendant does accept the state's offer, defense will tender a jury waiver immediately and set this matter for a plea within 2 to 3 weeks. State, do you acknowledge the court's admonishments and order?
Yes, Your Honor, and I see no form 1622 in the system.
You say there is none?
That's correct, Your Honor. I see nothing on my end.
Okay, thank you. Defense, do you acknowledge the court's order and admonishments?
I do, Your Honor.
And do you waive arraignment on behalf of this defendant?
Yes, Judge.
Does the defendant's email address, have you mailed that to the court coordinator?
I have provided it, Judge.
I'll mark that down as today, as state provided. Anything further on this matter, state?
Oh, Your Honor.
Defense?
No, Your Honor.
Subject to your objections, the court understands under cause number 684897, State of Texas versus Richard Anthony Diaz. This matter will be disposed of by trial on the 13th day of February 2023 with a trial announcement called docket on the 9th of February 2023, of which the state has no objections. No interpreter is needed for this defendant. This defense will rely on the state's file and police reports for witnesses, and the state does not reserve its right to supplement. This is a San Antonio Police Department arrest case. All motions and pretrial requests will be in writing. Neither the defense nor the state has filed any motions in this case, and neither have any discovery concerns. The defense has received their e-discovery, does not have the information, but knows that it is available through the clerk. And this defense does waive arraignment on behalf of this defendant. This defense also has acknowledged that they have received an offer from the state that was conveyed in writing.
Yes, Judge.
And both the state and defense acknowledge the court's admonishments and orders. And the defendant's email has been sent to the court coordinator on today, the 20th of October, 2022. State, any objections to court's admonishment, to court's recitation?
Oh, Your Honor. No.
Defense?
No, Your Honor.
Defense, there's a matter, I don't know if you have responded to the court coordinator about a matter that you set for here, oh, we're off record. I'm sorry, we're off record on this matter. About another matter that you set for a plea, have you responded to the court coordinator on that
I haven't, Your Honor. Could I go to a breakout room?
already? Let's get that set in a timely manner. All right. Attorney Chavez, please.
I'm here with Lauren Sanchez, Your Honor. And this was the case, I don't know if you recall, it was on Tuesday, the 18th.
Yes, sir.
I was behind and had not got the attorney authorization signed. I got it signed on Tuesday
Okay.
and sent it to the proper person. So if we could get her case taken off the trial docket for now. And I have the cause number, Your Honor, if you would like that.
Okay, let me see. Go ahead.
It is 680-883.
Okay. What are we doing? She has been referred. When is she set for?
Your Honor, we don't actually have a setting on that. We don't actually have that yet. I did get the authorization sent on Tuesday, but I haven't received anything after that.
Okay, counsel, let's make sure that we have that covered
Okay,
and we get an update on that. If please, because what they'll do is they email you updates.
okay.
Alrighty, I'm gonna give you the file. Please go ahead. Is there two cases, sir?
One case, Your Honor. I believe it's just one case, Your Honor.
Okay.
But when driving while intoxicated first.
So if you will go ahead and get with the court coordinator so that she can give you a 30-day reset for them to, for that evaluation and
Okay.
assessment. Okay,
Thank you, Your
sir?
Honor.
Thank you very much.
And then do I come back up to the court to update you on that or just get with the coordinator?
Yeah, she'll give you a reset form.
All right, thank you, Your Honor. Have a nice day.
Thank you. You too.
Hi, Judge, this is Tilden Schaefer. Would like to approach at some point.
Yes, sir. I'm going
Good.
back and forth with the attorneys in the courtroom, as well as folks who have their hands in the Zoom. So you're next, sir.
Judge, I have a plea. I believe it's ready for Dylan Davis. He's number 7 on your docket.
Yes, sir. Down. Let us get on record. State, if you could go ahead and pull up cause number 680-357. 680-357.
Yes, I have it, Your Honor.
Court is going to call cause number 680-357, State of Texas versus Dylan Davis. Parties, please approach and identify who's before the court, starting with the state.
Victor Hernandez for the state.
Sheldon Schaefer for Dylan Davis, and he is present in this video is showing with his name, Your Honor.
Mr. Dylan Davis, please unmute and
Present.
respond so the court can recognize you. All right, please. Let the record reflect that the defendant is in this court session with his attorney. We are here for a trial announcement. Call docket. State, are you ready to proceed to trial on this matter?
Yes, Your Honor, but understand we have a plea agreement.
Defense, are you ready to proceed to trial on this matter?
We're ready to proceed with a plea, Your Honor. We have a plea ready for the court.
Okay. The court does recognize that it has the plea and the plea paperwork is here. We shall go ahead and proceed with that. The state and the defense having announced, are you Dylan Davis?
Yes, Your Honor.
Same person who has been accused of driving while intoxicated, second offense, alleged to have occurred on the 5th day of March, 2022, and is classified as a Class A misdemeanor. Are you the same so accused?
Yes, Your Honor.
Please raise your right hand. Sir, do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing else but the truth under pains and penalties of perjury, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. You may lower your right hand, sir. The court is going to start sharing the court screen as all parties are via Zoom.
Your Honor, may I approach? Oh, she's on.
I'm right in the middle of taking a plea, sir.
That's right. I'm sorry.
Two, I think we're gonna be able to work it out with something called a which is really awesome.
State, can you see this court screen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Excuse me, Mr. Davis, can you see the court screen?
Yes, Your Honor.
I can see it as well, Your Honor.
Thank you, defense. I'm trying to figure out where that noise is coming from. If you be kind enough to mute yourself so that the court reporter can go ahead and capture the information, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. State, on display is a document entitled State's Consent to Video Conferencing. State, did you sign this document that's consenting to these proceedings by video conferencing?
Your Honor, Assistant District Attorney Ling Han signed it, but the state adopted. Thank you, Your Honor.
State's video conferencing consent is made part of the record. Defense, on display is a document entitled Defendant's Consent to Video Conferencing. Mr. Davis, is this your signature where I'm circling the cursor?
Yes, Your Honor, it is.
Did you sign this document that's consenting to plea by video conferencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense, with your signature on the same document, counsel, do you join your client in consenting to these proceedings by video conferencing?
I do, Your Honor.
Defendant's video conferencing consent is made part of the record. Counsel, how long have you been representing Mr. Davis?
Over 10 days, Your Honor.
And are we applying for probation? And if so, what type, sir?
He's applying for deferred adjudication, community supervision, probation.
Mr. Davis, I draw your attention to document on display entitled Application for Deferred Adjudication Community Supervision. It's a 2-page document, this being the first, and then this being the second page. Sir, it says here, I draw your attention to where I am circling the cursor in the middle of the second page, whereby it states that you personally appeared before me, albeit via Zoom. You are the defendant in this case. I have sworn you in, and under oath, you're telling me that your application for deferred adjudication community supervision and the document entitled your personal data sheet, which is going to be attached as an exhibit to your application, is true and correct. Is that so, sir?
Yes, Your Honor, that is correct.
Do you need to speak with your attorney to understand the consequences of your response to this statement? Defendant understands and acknowledges that any untrue statement in their application or the personal data sheet may be grounds for denial or revocation of any community supervision in this case. Do you need to speak with your attorney before responding, sir?
No, Your Honor, I do not believe so. I believe we went over and covered everything yesterday and throughout the process thus far.
What is your response, sir? Do you acknowledge and you understand and so acknowledge?
Yes, Your Honor.
I will sign the document, making it part of the record. State, have you fulfilled your Brady and discovery requirement in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
And counsel, are you satisfied that the state has fulfilled its obligation to provide you discovery under Article 39.14 of the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure, as well as giving you full access to the state's files?
I am, Your Honor, and they have.
State, is this matter subject to law enforcement disclosure? And if it is, has that been complied with?
Yes, Your Honor, the state is compliant.
I will sign the discovery acknowledgement, making it part of the record. State, do you have any motions for the court's consideration at this time?
Yes, Your Honor, the state moves to waive the enhancement for a second offense and just proceed on a first offense, DWA.
Your
No.
states you're making an oral motion to waive and abandon the second offense enhancement and proceed under DWI first? Is that my understanding?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
No
Defense,
objection from
what
the,
say
no
you?
objection, Your Honor.
And that's a DWI first class B, correct, state?
Move, Your Honor. Oh,
That's my understanding, Judge.
Yes, yes. Yes, Your Honor.
Without objection from defense, that most oral motion is granted. State, any other motions for the court's consideration?
No, Your Honor.
Defense, any motion for the court's consideration?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Davis, I draw your attention to the document that is on display entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Courts Admonitions. This is a two-page document, this being the first page, and then this being the second page. Mr. Davis, is this your signature where I'm circling the cursor?
Yes, Your Honor, it is.
Did you go over this document with your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
After reviewing this two-page document, did you freely and voluntarily sign this document?
Yes, Your Honor.
With your signature and testimony, you are telling this court that you understand everything in this two-page document as it was reviewed and explained to you by your attorney.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the representation of your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor, I am.
You probably already know this. He is one of the best in San Antonio, and he has been able to work for you in this case in reducing this from a Class A misdemeanor to a Class B misdemeanor, DWI first, and he went over the range of punishment with you in this case, sir, and you understood them?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
And he also reviewed with you your constitutional rights, and did you understand those, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
With that understanding, do you freely and voluntarily give up your constitutional rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
I will approve your jury waiver. I am signing it. You will no longer be able to have a jury in this case. Counsel, do you believe that your client is competent to enter into a plea today?
I am, Your Honor.
With the information, were you able to apprise this defendant of the nature of the offense and the charges against him?
I was, Your Honor.
Do you and this defendant waive the formal reading of the information?
We do, Your Honor.
State, what is your punishment recommendation in this case?
The state recommends 20 months of deferred adjudication.
How many months?
Or 20 months, Your Honor.
Okay.
As well as a fine of $250 with court costs. 60 hours of community service restitution.
What's that number and community service again, please?
60.
Okay.
And EWI intervention, UMPACT, TAIP, and the ignition interlock for the full term.
That is our
that it?
understanding.
Excuse me. Is that it, state?
Yes, Your Honor.
All righty. Counsel, is that your understanding of the state's punishment recommendation to the court?
It is, Your Honor.
Mr. Davis, is that your understanding of what your attorney has worked out with the state on your behalf in order to be able to dispose of this matter for you today?
Yes, Your Honor, it is.
With that understanding, how do you wish to plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
You're pleading guilty because you are guilty and for no other reason than the fact that you are guilty.
Yes, Your Honor.
I will accept your plea of guilty, finding that it is intelligently and freely made and that you are competent to enter into such a plea. Counsel, what, if anything, on behalf of your client, and why should I consider this plea?
Your Honor, my client right now has 2 different jobs. He's been very diligent with just staying clean. He's been on the ignition interlock since early in the case. He's never had any problems with that. They've all been zeroed out. He understands that he just can't allow this to happen again, and he's remorseful. He's working very hard and staying sober, Judge.
Thank you, counsel. That is very helpful. Appreciate that. And
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I'll but.
okay, sir, I see that it took you a minute to go ahead and get the ignition interlock, but I see that you got that in on time, as I did not receive a second violation report. Very good. Thank you very much for that. Whom do you live with, Mr. Davis?
I live with my aunt and uncle.
Counsel, I'm going to mute you a second. Please go ahead and, because I think the noise is coming from you,
Okay.
your end.
I live with my aunt and uncle, Your Honor.
Okay. Do they have vehicles?
Yes, Your Honor, they do.
Each?
Yes.
What's your aunt and uncle's name?
Kathy Carroll and Kirk Carroll.
Carroll, as in Carroll?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Kathy and Daryl.
Kirk.
Oh, Kirk.
Kathy and Kirk.
Excuse me, K-U-R-T?
K-I-R-K.
Okay, Kirk. Okay, thank you so
Yes,
much.
and then Kathy's with a K as well, K-A-T-H-Y.
How many vehicles are in the household, sir?
Well, they each have their own vehicle, and then mine is the third. So.
State, do you have any objections to this defendant being referred to the Bear County Gives Back program?
Oh, Your Honor.
Council, and that was be for only 40 hours for the first, to satisfy only 40 hours of community service restitution. Council, are you familiar with the Bear County Gives Back program?
I am, Your Honor. We're not opposed to that.
State, what was the VAC in this case?
It looks like it was 0.19, from what I understand.
That's my understanding, Judge.
And when was the prior case? And how was that disposed of?
Judge, that was a 2015 out of state that I don't believe the DA's office was able to ever get the court documentation from. It was a probation that was successfully completed.
Okay. Thank you, counsel. Mr. Davis, what vehicle is the ignition interlock in? Please tell me by year, describe it to me by year, make, model, and color.
It's a 2017 Toyota Corolla. Body color is blue.
Counsel, is there any legal reason why this matter cannot be disposed of today?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Davis, although there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty in this case, I am going to withhold my finding of guilt, and I'm going to place you on 20 months of deferred adjudication community supervision. You will be monitored and supervised by the Community Supervision and Corrections Department on behalf of this court for DWI first Class B misdemeanor. With these following conditions: $250 plus court costs, 60 hours of community service restitution. I will refer you to the Bear County Gives Back program for only 40 hours. You're still responsible for the entire 60. That is a voluntary program. If you wish to go ahead and participate in it, fine. If not, fine, but you will still be responsible for an entire 60 hours of community service restitution. DWI intervention, uimpact.com, tap evaluation. Ignition interlock for the full term. I acknowledge that you have indicated here and by records that you already have it installed. I will require 2 affidavits within the next 10 calendar days. And that is one from you that you will not drive any vehicle that's not equipped with an ignition interlock. You've also identified that you reside with Kathy and Kirk Carroll, your aunt and uncle, and they do have vehicles. I will require affidavit from them. It can be on one affidavit that they will not allow you to drive their vehicle under any circumstances. Otherwise, I will require for an ignition interlock to be installed in both vehicles. They will describe each of their vehicles by year, make, model, color, license plate number, and the last 6 digits of the vehicle identification number. I will have your community supervision officer prepare and submit a a status report in 2 months, how you're doing on probation, and conduct a field visit. I will require you to get engaged with a community-based sober support group, and you'll be attending that once a week, and it must be verifiable to your CSO, and that will be for the term of probation. I'm going to set your supervision fee at $45. State, did I cover everything for you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, is there anything further on this matter?
No, Your Honor, we'll take care of the affidavits quickly and e-file them with the court.
Thank you very much, counsel. Mr. Davis,
Yes, Your Honor.
regarding the trial court certification of defendant's right to appeal, this has been a plea bargain case and you have no right to appeal. That's what I'm going to certify. I have signed it. Now you'll be able to go ahead and get a copy of this when you come down to provide us your fingerprints. Today is Thursday. When will you be able to do this? Tomorrow, which is Friday, Monday, or Tuesday, sir? To come down and provide fingerprints.
I can do that tomorrow. I'm able to do that tomorrow, Your Honor.
Very good, sir. Thank you very much. Understand that you will be coming down to County Court at Law Number 2, located at 300 De La Rosa, 78205. We're on the first floor of the Kadena Reeves Justice Center. If you need to come down between the hours of 2 p.m. and before 4:30 p.m. If you do not report between that time, tomorrow a warrant will be issued for your arrest. You understand, sir?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Ready. Sir, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to place you in a breakout room with my court liaison officer, Jennings, so that she will be able to explain to you the Bexar County Gives Back program. Again, she'll be able to explain to you the Bexar County Gives Back program, and she will be able to determine your eligibility to participate in that program. Again, as I stated, you are responsible for 60 hours of community service. Participating in that program will allow you to dispose of or satisfy 40 of those hours. Mr. Davis, you have an attorney that has worked very hard for you to go ahead and bring this to a resolution for you today. The way to thank your attorney and demonstrate the valuable contribution that I'm sure you're making to and will continue to make to this community is for you to be successful on probation. I look forward to being able to dismiss and discharge your case once you complete your probation, sir, successfully. I look forward to your success. Okay, sir?
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate that.
Thank you, sir. Look forward to meeting you tomorrow, sir. Yes, sir. You have yourself a good day. And I am going to, you and your attorney are excused once we get done with the court liaison officer. We're off record. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, counsel.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, 2 seconds, okay? There you are. I was just going to go ahead and.
I thought I'd come in here.
Already.
But Mick was here first.
Give me a second, please. If it got any slower, we'll be going backwards.
I'm sorry?
I say if it got any slower, we would be walking backwards.
That's true.
You know?
I've never heard that one before. I like that one.
Mm.
Recording in progress.
Oh, okay. Just as I thought, it needed a reboot. So
Sometimes that's the secret.
that's it. Okay. State, can you pull up cause number 676-781? State of Texas versus Eric Luis Castillo.
Yes, I have it, Your Honor.
Court is going to call cause number 676-781, State of Texas versus Eric Luis Castillo. Parties, please approach and identify who's before the court, starting with the state.
Victor Hernandez for the state.
And Johnny Cisneros for Mr. Castillo.
And Eric Luis Castillo, if you unmute and identify yourself so the court can go ahead and.
He's in the witness room, Your Honor. May I go get him?
Please. Good morning again, Mr. Castillo. Thank you for being here. Let the record reflect that the defendant is in the court session and physically in the courtroom with his attorney. We're here for a trial announcement called docket. State, are you ready to proceed to trial on this matter?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense, are you ready to proceed to trial on this matter?
I'm not in this, yes and no, Your Honor. They have made me a plea bargain offer that we're somewhat ready to accept, except they're asking for restitution. And the restitution, if any, is tied into another case that his charges were dismissed. It was a charge that he had nothing to do with it. They dismissed the case, and there's a lot of restitution on that end. So I want to figure something out. I have to do some research on what the restitution was and all that. because I don't want him to have to pay restitution on something he didn't do. That's what I'm concerned about. So I'm asking for a reset so I can find out what the restitution is and be able to show the Assistant District Attorney's Office that he's not responsible for any of that.
You're not ready to proceed. Do you
That's
have your
correct.
motion to continue, sir?
I don't have one. I can prepare one, Your Honor.
All right, we'll need to hear that tomorrow. State, unless the state has any objections, we'll need to hear
I
that.
mean,
tomorrow.
unless I talk to the prosecutor now and we can work it out right now.
Oh, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. I can go ahead and we'll suspend the record at this time and allow you to go ahead and
Okay, so
confirm.
if you can put me in a breakout room, Judge, I have I'm on Zoom in the witness room over there across the hall.
Oh, you are?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
So if you put me in
absolutely.
the breakout room, I can confer with them now.
All righty,
Thank you.
that'll work.
Yes,
Do you need your client with you?
Yes, ma'am. Please.
Who's conferring? Which ADA is conferring?
Judge, this is ADA Han, I'm conferring.
Okay. All right, going down the docket, okay, we've got Mr. Cisneros working on that. And Martinez. Mr. Beretta.
Yes, Your Honor.
And after Mr. Beretta will be Attorney Andrea C. Fuentes. Attorney Beretta, you're here for a pretrial conference. How are we going to dispose of this matter on number 10?
Yes, Your Honor. This
Yes.
is a conditional dismissal.
Sorry, sir, I didn't hear you.
Yes, Judge. The state has tendered a conditional dismissal in this case. So we just I have a date for completion of that, of those conditions.
Okay. State, please pull up cause number 682-343.
Your Honor.
Court is going to call cause number 682-343, State of Texas versus Matthew Robert Metzler. Attorneys and attorneys, please approach and identify who's before the court. Starting with the state.
Yes, we can answer the state, Your Honor. Yes.
Ivan Barrera for the defense.
And we're here for pretrial conference hearing. And defense, you're telling me that you have been offered a conditional dismissal on this case?
That is correct, Your Honor.
State, what are the conditions?
Your Honor, the conditions include the defendant taking an alcohol awareness course and 8 sessions with Alcoholics Anonymous. That's all, Your Honor.
Alcohol awareness class?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you specifying that it should be with a 12-step program?
Oh, no, Your Honor, I'm not sure if it specifies that. All I see in my notes is that the defendant should also take 8 sessions with Alcoholics Anonymous in addition to the alcohol awareness course.
Oh, okay, okay. So we shall require some kind of classes or attendance to community-based sober support group meetings?
So, Your Honor, I think that would satisfy the requirements unless the defense has any concerns.
Do you, do you have a frequency and, or a total number of meetings that should be attended?
Your Honor, from what I see, it should be 8 sessions, I guess 8 meetings with Alcoholics Anonymous or a similar agency, I think would satisfy the requirements, and the state will also require that alcohol awareness class in addition to those meetings.
Counsel, your understanding is the state has offered, as far as conditions are concerned, alcohol awareness class. I'm going to add that that should be with MAD, Mothers Against Drunk Driving. Okay? And then a 12-step community-based sober support group meetings. And I'm going to add 12 hours of community service restitution. Counsel, how much time do you need?
Judge, if we can do December the 8th.
Defendant must plea on December 8, 2022. If these conditions are not completed by then, and the community and the 12-step programs that will go to will be at a minimum. Let's see. 8 meetings in person. Anything else from the state? Defense?
No, Your Honor.
Defense, I'm going to place you in a breakout room with the CLO to be able to go ahead and assist and maybe provide you a documentation to provide to your client for the completion of the community service restitution and documentation of participation in the community-based sober support group meetings, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
And then also, please, we'll need to go ahead and get you a case reset form. And so from there, we'll put you in with the community, I'll put all three of you together, okay? With the CLO and the court coordinator.
Yes, Judge. Thank you.
All righty, sir. Thank you very much. Do you have anything else in this courtroom today, sir?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, and then you're excused from there. Thank you so much for your time and patience.
Thank you, Judge.
I got it. Okay. Attorney Cisneros, you guys got things worked out?
We're, if may I approach?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, we're in agreement if we can get a reset, because there's this case that I'm talking about is an aggravated robbery that my client was charged with, and he had nothing to do with it and eventually got dismissed. But he was at the scene, so it's going to call for a lot of research on my part. We got multiple defendants. We have medical bills that I have to look into for the complaining witness. The jewelry's missing, cash is missing. And we're gonna probably need a restitution hearing if we have to get into that portion of it. So the earliest I myself can probably come to court would be in January, because I'm starting a trial on November the 1st in Corpus. It may take a couple of weeks. He has like 12 cases over there. So, and that's gonna set me back on my other cases for November. And in December, I have a vacation letter because I have to take my wife to MD Anderson, but we're not sure what day. So I blocked off the whole month of December in case they told us come in on this particular day and I have court or something like that. So I'm asking the court if you can give me a recess for early January.
Sure. We'll look forward to your motion for continuance. When do you want to hear that?
Let me see.
We hear it tomorrow or?
Tomorrow, I'm going to be going to Corpus, Judge, on that case that I'm talking about, because I have to be there Monday and I have to meet my client. He's in jail. And I have to be in Corpus on Monday on that case. And then I'm actually scheduled for trial on November the 1st. So if we can hear it, oh my goodness.
Sir, we're set for trial on Monday.
I'm sorry?
Set for trial on Monday. This matter is set for trial
Right,
announcement today with trial on the 24th. So the thing about it, we need to hear that motion for continuance and be able to.
Even though we have an agreement with the prosecutors for a recess, so I can do some research on the restitution?
Sir, it's a trial announcement and you're announcing not ready, so a motion for continuance would be required. wouldn't it?
Okay. Then, let me see. We'll just come in on Monday morning. I'm ready. I'll do my research on the background and everything. I'll just be here Monday morning. Yes, ma'am. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cases Monday, but I'll be here first because we're in a trial announcement.
Today is a trial announcement, sir.
I'm ready. Then I'll be here. I'll be ready for trial on Monday.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Alrighty. let's go ahead and get a reset form from the court coordinator. Okay, so trial on Monday.
A reset. I don't know that I need a reset, Judge, if,
Oh, no, just a reset form, a case setting form. So he's ordered to be.
oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, yes, ma'am. Okay,
Let me go ahead and knock it out for you.
okay, thank you.
Yes, sir. And so I will need for you guys to be here no later than be here at 9 o'clock.
I'll be here at 9. Like I mentioned, I have 6 cases that morning, but I'll be here first thing in the morning. I'll come in here first.
Getting back on record on cause number 676-781, State of Texas versus Eric Luis Castillo. We have the attorneys for the state, Victor Hernandez, and for the defense being Johnny Cisneros, and Mr. Castillo is in the courtroom with his attorney. State had announced ready, and defense, you had announced not ready, but now you're changing your announcement to
ready.
Thank you, sir. We'll see you Monday morning, and your client needs to be here at 8:30. We'll hear your case at 9.
Thank you.
All right. Yes, sir. If I can get your signature, sir.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
get back. Good morning, sir. If I may, I just had promised one attorney. I will tend to them and then you'll be next. Okay, thank you. Alrighty. Thank you so much, Council.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Court is going to call, state if you pull up calls number 669-812 and 679-547 on a Darian Elisa Perez.
Yes, Judge, I have those.
Okay, already. A court is going to get on record on cause number 669-812 and 679-547 and call the matter of the state of Texas versus Darian Elisa Perez to the bench. Parties, please approach and identify who's before the court, starting with the state.
Ling Hong for the state.
Andrea Cifuentes for Attorney Lee Cutter for Darian Perez, Your Honor.
Are you Darian Elisa Perez?
Yes, Your Honor.
Let the record reflect that the defendant is in this court session with her attorney, and we are here on what is identified on the docket as a trial announcement. However, and state and defense attorney, you may correct me as we walk through this, if any understanding. This matter has been protracted, and on the there was a motion for continuance that was filed by the defense on the 6th of October 2022. That motion for continuance was heard on the 7th of October, by which it was granted, and the matter of record signed was continued for a trial announcement called docket on the 20th of October 2022, which is today, and set for trial on the 24th of October 2022, with a status report due on the 10th and 14th of October 2022. The defense filed an update that status report on the 11th of October 2022. Then the court sent an email in response to that update e-filed document and setting this matter for motions hearing, because defense stated they would be ready to have the motions in limine, motions to suppress, and motion on discovery to be heard, and they would not be available prior to October 2022. So the court set this matter for the hearings for the Friday, 21 October 2022, and stating there'll be no more continuance on this matter. So far, is that your understanding, defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, the court then continued this matter to be set for trial announcement call docket for the 3rd of November 2022, with a trial date of 7 November 2022, in which the defendant must be present on the 21st of October, the 3rd of November, and the 7th of November 2022. Is that your understanding, defense?
I was not aware of the new trial date, Your Honor.
Ms. Cutter did not share with you the email that you sent her?
Not that I've seen, Your Honor.
Maybe you should ask her for updates, perhaps.
Absolutely, Your Honor. However, we have come to a plea or to an agreement for a plea.
So this matter is going to be pled?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, we have two driving while intoxicated cases. Is this matter, she has been screened by DWI court?
Yes, Your Honor, she had an appointment, but I believe we went without Ms. Cutter, and Ms. Cutter was trying to get it reset to include her. I don't know that that has happened, or that was accomplished before this plea.
I am just a little taken aback as far as the delays in this case, or lack of knowledge or communication. So tell me what you think that's going to happen.
With this case, Your Honor?
Yes, there's a matter at bar right now. Yes, please.
I'm sorry, my client would like to take the plea that was offered.
Does that involve the DWI court?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Okay, so when are we going to go ahead and take this plea?
We could do that now. We had an issue with paperwork and I just corrected it, so I'm sending it right now.
All righty, so we're working on completing the paperwork.
Yes, it is completed. We just had a small issue, so I corrected the program. I corrected it. I just sent it over to Ms. Hahn and the court coordinator as well.
Okay, if you have it, I believe it goes from you to the defendant and then, okay. So I will check in a minute when the paperwork, see if the paperwork is ready. Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Where did, do you know where Attorney Raymond Martinez went to? Okay, Attorney Ivan Barrera?
Yes, Your Honor. I finished talking to your CLO. We had two issues. In regards to the alcohol awareness course, I know you specified that it'd be through the MAD program or organization. I checked online. I could not find one. I asked your CLO. They said they didn't have one through the MAD organization. And then the second issue was the login sheet for AA classes. They don't have one. They don't have a template. So I wanted to address that with the court.
Officer Jennings, you don't have a template for attendance?
No, usually when we send the defendants over, our probationers over, the agencies have log sheets for them.
Oh, okay, okay, all righty. And then if what places do you have for the alcohol awareness class? I'm surprised that MAD doesn't have one.
The places, the agencies, I sent Mr. Ivan the agencies to his email, a list. Like probation.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Okay. Okay, so you have the resources? You
For
have the
alcohol
different
awareness?
agencies?
Yes, I sent him a list. where he could take the classes at.
Okay. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Why am I getting it like this? Why is it not done? Adobe. Counsel, what's the cause number for your client again, please?
Yes, Your Honor. It is 682343.
Metzler, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Counsel, I have sent you information along, also communicated to the state, CC the state. So I hope you'll find that helpful.
Yes, Judge, and I on the link that you sent me, I also found that as well. But when you click it, it says page not found. There's an error message on there. So there's no their actual class.
Okay. Maybe perhaps you can call that organization. There should be a local organization, or your client can call that organization and see what's going on. I believe I have received a certificate from that organization, particularly for that for that class, most recently. So make your best effort with that, and if not, then you get me something equivalent, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. And then in regards to the login sheet for the AA sessions, how would you like my client to?
Well, the CLO says that usually when they go to that organization, they go to present themselves because it is in person, they have those sheets.
Understood, Your Honor.
Yeah, and they'll go ahead and provide them. He may need to go ahead and fill in his information, but they'll have them.
Okay, understood, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
All righty, have a great day. Have a good weekend.
Likewise, Your Honor.
Thank you. Okay. Why am I not getting, why am I getting this plea by Adobe Sign? For Perez?
Your Honor,
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
I'm only getting, why is this not completed via Adobe Sign?
It was, Your Honor. And then on the personal data sheet, for some reason, Adobe Sign wanted Ms. Perez to check every box for employment status. So once the final copy was done, I printed it and just removed all the boxes that are not applicable and left it so that it would be correct and save full time.
Oh, okay. What is the intent on this? Because I'm only seeing one piece of paperwork, well, on one case, 669-812. State, what is the intent?
Judge, the other case is going to be TIC dismissed.
Okay. Court will not go along with that plea. I won't accept it, okay? I mean, so I mean, I don't want to waste people's time going through where I'm not going to accept that. Attorney Martinez.
I've been communicating with the state via phone. They've made a suggestion.
Oh, hold on, sorry, sir.
I've been in communication with the state by text, Judge. They've made a proposal for resolution. If the court doesn't mind, I'm going to step out and call Mr. Nino. He's logged on. I can see his name there, but I'm going to talk to him on the phone.
He didn't answer. I have him marked as failure to appear
That's
because
on
he
the
did
screen. I
not
see it on
answer.
the screen, Judge. Jose Luis Nino. You don't see his face, but his name is up there.
You can appreciate that.
Yes,
Doesn't
I
mean
will.
too
What I'll do,
much.
Judge, I'll tell him to put his video on. He's a Spanish speaker.
Right.
So when I get on the phone with him right now, I'll step out and talk to him.
Okay.
I'll tell him to put his video on, and then I'll come up, report to the court where we're at with our case.
Okay, but I mean, he does recognize his name because I called it several times because I saw the same thing.
Yeah.
I didn't know who was there because nobody answered.
Good point, Judge. I'll take care of that right now.
Alrighty, thank you. All right. Okay. Ms. Luna, could you please get a hold of Mr. Hadi Khan?
Yes, Judge, give me a second.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Olson, have you called your attorney? Good time to call your attorney. Let him know that you're here waiting on him, okay, Mr. Olson?
Yes, ma'am, I'll call him right now.
Okay. Yes. Attorney Adam Flores. Attorney Adam Flores is your attorney, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You may want to call him and tell him I called him, okay? Absolutely, yes, sir.
Your Honor, I'm here.
Okay.
Hello?
Yes, sir. I just had your client's file.
Hello?
Hang on 2 seconds, sir. I just had your client's file. Let me grab it. What are we doing with your case? Mr. Counts Ramirez case. It's still a red file, sir. Attorney Adam Flores?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here. I'm in the courtroom.
Okay. All righty. Sir, what are we doing with your client's Counts Ramirez? Okay, this is an arraignment setting. What are we going to do with this, sir?
I'm sorry, I can't hear, Your Honor.
Okay, what are we doing with Mr. Counts Ramirez?
We're asking for a reset, Your Honor. I just got hired in this case.
Okay. Sir, you can go in with the court coordinator. I'll put you in with the court coordinator to go ahead and get you set for a pretrial conference hearing.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor.
All righty.
Señor Niño, encienda su cámara cuando pueda, por favor.
Attorney
no,
Cruz.
Sí,
Attorney
no puedo
Cruz.
encenderla.
Attorney
Encienda
Cruz.
su cámara. Yes, Your Honor.
Attorney Cruz.
Yes, Your Honor.
Your client is in a vehicle, and that's why I stopped his video. He cannot be in a vehicle,
I believe he is no longer in the vehicle.
okay?
Sí, aquí no estoy manejando. Solo
That
estoy
looks like a
sentado.
vehicle to me.
Señor Niño, no puede estar en el vehículo. Tiene que estar afuera del vehículo.
Ok.
Oh,
Ok. A ver.
okay. Thank you. Your Honor, we have conferred with the state
Yes, ma'am.
and we will be
All right.
applying for pretrial diversion.
Alrighty, hang on 2 seconds. This is a trial announcement. Do we have an interpreter? Ms. Luna? hang on.
Judge, I called Mr. Khan and there was no answer from his office. He did submit an email yesterday, Wednesday, informing us that he is having that his wife is having a baby at this time. We set it up in the bench for you to review.
Okay, thank you.
While we wait for the interpreter, may I go into a breakout room with my client? Siempre un placer verte, Norma.
Ay, hola Vicky, igualmente.
State, have you pulled up cause number 679-485?
Yes, I have it, Judge.
Yes, Your Honor.
Let us get on record on cause number 679-485, State of Texas. Oh, excuse me, hold on a second. Interpreter, could you please explain to Mr. Nino what we're about to do so we can turn on the interpretation feature?
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Señor José Luis Niño, ¿me escucha? Prenda.
Sí, la escucho.
Ok. Buenos días, mi nombre es Norma Nero, yo voy a ser su intérprete. En un momento veo que está usando celular y en un momento va a tener que tocar su pantalla y toquen los 3 puntitos donde dice más o more y le va a salir la opción de interpretación. Seleccione eso y luego seleccione español. Y si hay alguna otra, el siguiente paso de poner OK o para que usted termine esa opción, hágalo también. Le voy a levantar la mano así cuando ya tenga que hacerlo porque la juez es la que activa la función de interpretación, ¿ok? Un momento. And all the parties that are part of this hearing, you need to select English, either if you see a globe at the bottom of your screen, or if you are using a cell phone device, you're gonna have to tap on the 3 dots and select interpretation and then English.
Thank you. Go ahead.
You're
Turn
welcome, yeah.
the interpretation on. Thank you, Deputy. Okay. Okay. Court is going to call cause number 679. Oh, okay. Okay.
Señor Niño, ¿ve los puntos, los 3 puntos donde dice más? Hay un globo, hay un que tiene que oprimir.
Sí, ya le
Dicen
pongo Yep. Puse español. Sí, la estoy escuchando. Ahí la escucho en español.
Thank you. Let us get on record. Court is going to call cause number 679-485, State of Texas versus Jose Luis Nino. Parties, please approach and identify who's before the court, starting with the state.
Ling Han for the state.
Victoria Cruz
Defense.
on behalf of Raymond Martinez for the defense.
And interpreter? Interpreter, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to truly and accurately interpret from Spanish into English and from English into Spanish, so help you God? Thank you very much. And are you Jose Luis Nino?
Mi nombre es José Luis Niño.
Let the record reflect that the defendant is in this court session with his attorney. We're here for a trial announcement called docket. State, are you ready? And we're record, of course. State, are you ready to proceed to trial on this case?
We are, Your Honor, but we have conferred with defense and have come to an agreement for pretrial diversion.
State defense, are you ready to proceed to trial on this case?
Yes, Your Honor, but as Ms. Han just stated, we are going to apply for pretrial diversion.
Thank you. And when has that application been submitted?
It will be submitted today, Your Honor. And I will CC Marina, the coordinator, as well as Ms. Han.
Counsel, I'm going to go ahead and place you in a breakout room with the court coordinator to come up with a date, and barring any hiccup, that date will represent the date that your client pleads. If the pretrial diversion does not go through, unless there is an issue that is beyond his control. Okay, so I think I don't know if you can confer with the state, but it's taking some time. So make sure we get a date that will reflect when he will be able to get admitted, and I get a dismissal based on the process and procedure, okay? All right, congratulations. Go ahead.
Just to clarify, if in the event that he is not accepted, we would not necessarily plea. We would just go back on the docket, correct? I thought
You go back on the docket, but this is a trial announcement. So do you wish for me, you should be able to, you're saying this, I need a jury waiver.
No, Your Honor, we want to apply for pretrial diversion, but we are not ready to sign a jury waiver.
This is a trial announcement. You ready to proceed to trial?
We want to apply for pretrial diversion, Your Honor.
Okay, so we're gonna apply for pretrial diversion, And you're saying to me that you're not going to provide a jury waiver because pretrial diversion is a plea bargain, a bargain of sorts, right?
Well,
You're
actually, Your
here
Honor,
for-
pretrial diversion doesn't have a judicial confession. So it is an agreement with the state, but it is not a plea.
Okay, I understand. It's an agreement with the state, but we're here for trial.
That's
You
fine,
set
Your
this
Honor.
matter for trial,
I will get a date from Marina.
okay?
Yes.
So it is, we do not wish to be able to drag this on, and we make sure that it is. So we'll get ready and get a plea. And so if beyond the control of the defendant, I stated that, beyond the control of the defendant, if the pretrial diversion is not done, I don't get it dismissed, this matter should be ready for plea, okay? Or disposed of, right? Attorney Cruz?
I will get a date from Marina, Your Honor.
All right, we're off record on this matter. And interpreter, thank you very much for your time. Yes, please. And counsel, you and your client to be excused from visiting with the court coordinator.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
Have a good weekend. You moving? All righty. Mr. Olson, any luck with your attorney?
I called him and he did not answer. When I talked to him this morning, he said he would be on a few minutes after I got on. And yeah, I don't know.
Judge, Mr. Alemán came into the office and just picked his head because he's in 187 and he's been there all morning.
Okay, not a problem. Mr. Olson will just come on back at 1:30. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
See,
Okay.
alrighty. Okay, so just come on back about 1:30, check in with us, okay? We'll see if he's done by then, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much for your time.
Mike.
And see you soon.
Okay.
Alrighty?
I'll see you back at 1:30.
Okay.
Okay.
Attorney Cifuentes?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, we're recalling you for tomorrow's for the hearing, so what we doing?
I'm sorry?
What are we doing with the case? The court will not accept that deal. We're very clear and adamant about that.
I understand, Judge. Then I guess we have our motion set for tomorrow, is that?
Yes.
Okay, then I guess we'll have to proceed on that.
Alrighty, I'm going to place you in a breakout room with your client so you can get a case reset form for tomorrow.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Alrighty. The court is in recess until 1:30 p.m. until 1:30. See y'all back then.